But when I talk to you guys, I try to make sure I'm saying the political right things and not slang talk. Like if I'm talking to my older son. But guys, it's really prevalent in you guys' age. When we were growing up as your parents, we didn't have the social media like you guys had. All right, the internet was just not kind of coming around. I think in '93, '92 when everybody else graduated, and so it just wasn't that prevalent. All right, we had to go to the old school and write our papers by hand and look at a big old freaking encyclopedia book instead of going to Google and doing pleasure running all day and just changing a couple words around. All right, so you guys are more prevalent to have social media. But guys, really social media can work for you, but also it can work against you. And what I'm meaning by working against you is one piece of sexting. That means that if somebody's sending you something that's promiscuous, does everybody know what that word means?
Sexual content.
Sexual content, there you go. Let's break it down one more notch. Sexual content, all right? Guys, and as African Americans, it's up there, bro. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not saying any other race is not targeted, but I've been seeing it a lot more, as well as I've been introduced to it from Nick's dad, Coach Bell. Guys, when people are sending you things on text, I know you're gonna look. Heck, I would too. All right. But when things like that come across your phone with smartphones, guys, I know you're gonna look. All right. Like I told Cameron, because we've already had this conversation with him too. Guys, if something comes across your text, guys, you guys have to read it, man. All right. I'm being serious. Any vulgar content that's coming across your phone, you guys have to delete it. All right.
A step further, tell your parent first,
Yeah.
so they can be your advocate, especially if it happens at school.
As a person, you feel like you've got sin under control. Because that's what Satan does. Now, let me tell you what I've experienced. It starts with the word shit. It's a word. Man, I can get away with saying shit. Man, I just said shit. That's why I said fucking. That's kind of how it evolves. I can get away with it. My parents don't know. And then, I'm telling you, but it starts with one little word that you feel like you got control of. Then it turns into an act. Now you've lost control because you've gone against the fundamental principles that your parents have taught you.
That's right.
And you feel like it's hidden. You feel like nobody knows. And that's when you're in trouble. So let me tell you two stories about two great kids, okay? Now let's talk about this word consent. And people don't know this. A person cannot consent, which means the person cannot give their permission to do anything sexual, which includes until they're 18. 17.
That's right.
If they've been emancipated, which means they're on their own. Which means this, as a 16-year-old, if I had a daughter and you do anything sexual with her, your ass can go to jail. Even if she says it, she cannot give you permission. That's where kids get caught up, especially kids that look like you. So understand that. Let me say it again. A person cannot give you permission to do anything sexual with. That's where the kids are in trouble.
That's right.
That's the bottom line. So, 16-year-old little hottie, right? You had a party, Nick, right? You say, hey, girl, what's up? She's like, hey, what's up, Nick? I've been looking at you. I've been looking at you. Bam, something sexual happens. Daddy finds out. You're now a sex offender. Oh, but. That's the law. Now, take that to pictures. Now you've got a picture on your phone. It's considered child pornography. But we're the same age. I'm not a sex offender. That's not what the law says. Period. When we're in Killeen, there's this good-looking kid. I'm telling you, had a body like a Greek god. His name's Keon Kidder. 16 years old, and he was a junior. Great kid. Most well-behaved kid I've ever been around. Keon dated a freshman in high school. He was a junior, dated a 15-year-old freshman. But he was a junior, 16, dating a freshman who's 15. They fell in love. They dated for the whole year. Had sex at the end of the year. Dad found out. To this day, Keon's a registered sex offender. Imagine how embarrassed for you and your parents are going to be. And for the rest of your life. You make a decision at 16. You're still a boy. You don't know shit about shit. At 16, for the rest of your life, you're going to apply for a job. Well, what? You're a sex offender. It sounds like you had, sex with a little kid, doesn't it? When you say sex offender.
Yeah, it sounds real bad. That's true.
But that's the law. And people don't understand that. So I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. Satan's come to kill, steal, and destroy. He'll take something good and make it something bad. Now let me tell you the principles that I've tried to raise Katie. is put big walls up. If it smells like shit, it's shit. Don't let somebody convince you that it's not.
That's good. That's
If
good.
it's bad, quit trying to compromise with it.
Mm.
That's the worst thing you can do. And I'm telling you right now, it starts with some of the music you listen to. If I tell you every day you're dumb, you're stupid, you're an idiot, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're an idiot. If I tell you that every day, believe it or not, you're gonna start believing it.
Mm-hmm.
Trash in, trash out. Now, let me tell you something else before I give you my second example. There are 86,400 seconds in a day. Do y'all know what the first commandment is? There's 10 of them, right? Y'all know the first one? Take a wild guess. Thou shalt not worship any other God. Now that seems like, right? Like you have a shrine. But really, truly, when the Bible says that, 86,000 seconds. If you worship something, if you're doing something more than you're into God, you're basically worshiping Him.
Mm.
Isn't that sad?
Mm.
Think about those 86. How much time do you spend devoted to God? Do you spend more time in the weight room? Do you spend more time on your phone? That's your idol. Truthfully, if you give more time to that than you are to God, that's your idol. So now going back up to building those tall fences. How can you build a fence if you don't have something moral to stand on? And what's so bad is young Christian men, you're going to fight alone. You're alone. Because all your buddies, I guarantee you this, you go in your locker room and you talk about, man, I'm a Christian, I don't do that. Oh, dog, I can't believe you're not going to hit that. What? You're not gonna do that? People are going to look at you like you're crazy. That's the truth.
That's right.
But you got to think the greatest Christian in the world ain't horrible. That's what they did to him. So how much more are we going to be persecuted? So don't think that being a Christian is an easy walk. It's hard. And tell you better put that armor on. Second example happened playing on. Listen to this story. This is probably the worst of all. There's a sleepover. A whole bunch of girls. They start taking titty shots at each other. Shirts off, don't move over, snap a picture. Two girls back and forth. Two girls get into an argument. Big fight. So the girl sends the picture to a freshman football player who's 14. He thinks it's awesome. He sends it to a senior football player who's 18 about to graduate. The senior sends it to another one, right? The girl's dad finds out. Guess who got in trouble? The two freaking seniors.
Mm.
The two girls that sent it, no trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It was the two boys, registered sex offenders.
Mm-hmm.
Their lives are ruined over some bull crap. Now I'm going to tell you this again. Sex is meant to enjoy between a wife and a husband. Period. And I'm going to tell you, it's great when you're married. Because you know what I don't have to worry about? What if you get pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
What if there's an STD? I don't have to worry about that. But that's how God made it. But the world takes and makes it something perverse. And I hate that for you. So as black athletes, I'm telling you right now, Art Briles of Baylor loses hundreds and millions of dollars over stupid decisions over black athletes and a white girl. We'll never know what really happened. All it takes is an accusation. That's it, and your reputation is ruined. Coach said a couple things. Because you're all good-looking guys, and because you're all going to be stud athletes, you've got a target on your freaking back. And some of you are such big idiots that you don't want to listen to your parents. You're kind of like the prodigal son. Oh, I got to figure this out on my own. I tell my classroom as a teacher, you don't ever get into something words I'm sorry you can't fix. If Kendrick breaks a vase, I'm sorry. It's okay. You know what? Fix it. If he tells me to lie, the words I'm sorry, I'll fix it. If he goes out and gets somebody pregnant with the words I'm sorry, fix that. What about if he gets arrested with the words I'm sorry, fix that? So don't get yourselves in trouble with the words I'm sorry you can't fix. Now, here's the worst thing about sinning in life. When you get caught every single time you screw up, there's a chance you can have some, girls' titties on your phone and not get in trouble. Honestly, it could happen. But when you do, I'm telling you, the walls of Jericho that can crash you down. And that's when there's no recovery. College is going to
In high school, you guys will be freshmen, I'll be a senior, technically speaking. Just to kind of tell you guys about me, like I said, I hooped middle school, high school. I did speech and debate and theater. Was blessed to receive a scholarship to Western Kentucky University, the D1. Right now I'm working towards my realtor license. Just pledged Alpha and received a $6,000 scholarship to go to Spain to study Spanish this summer. So, as you can tell, a lot of this is influenced by my parents. I haven't touched one drop of liquor. I never smoked before, never done that. So a lot of this talking is because, you know, it's for you guys. The reason why a lot of you guys do what you guys do and drink and talk to girls is because it's popularity. It's cool. Like, but I tell y'all now, the cool kids in high school is not the cool kids in college. It's not the guys making money. Like, for real. Like, the
Preach.
people that's in, you know what I'm saying, that's the people that's in high school that's like, maybe you're the star basketball player or whatever. It's about your grades. What are you doing in college? I go to a D1 college. I think we're the biggest college in Kentucky. I think UK is like 28,000. We're 29,000. Our basketball team, they got in trouble. They were a bunch of guys and one female. They were doing nasty stuff or whatever, and they recorded it. And then it got leaked. And so they got banned for a couple of games. D1 basketball team. This is very important, man, for real. So scholarships were lost. People were sent back home over dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? I only had one girlfriend my senior year. My senior, I only had one girlfriend. Yeah, I only had one girlfriend my senior year. For a reason, though. I only had one. I know people that have 5, 6, so I'm not going to touch on that. What else I got? Yeah, that's important.
He was a senior before he brought her home.
Yeah, I was a senior before I brought her home. Like, I was a senior, brought her home.
I like that.
Like I said, like, guys, sex is very, very touchy. Like I said, it's about popularity. Oh, you still got your virginity? Oh, man, we got to get you a girl. That's what it's about. I know guys, like right now, that have caught stuff. Like, for real, that have caught stuff. Like, that have caught stuff, had babies, had to drop out of school. Friends that maybe you guys have seen me, you know, on my Snapchat or cool with, that have had children and lost scholarships and not been able to play college ball and not be able to play high school basketball. Kyle, you pay attention? Not be able to play college basketball, high school basketball. You know? So it's very important, and how it works, guys, is that usually it's who you surround yourself with. I surround myself, guys, with people who are moving. If you're not moving, I can't really hang out with you, like, for real. Like, for real. If you're not doing nothing with your life, I'm not cool with you like that. Because iron sharpens iron, it says in the Bible. Okay? So it's one of those things, guys, so surround you guys with Christian guys like you got, like yourselves. I grew up with people, and I hooped and I played football every day with people who I'm still friends with this day. Cameron, he plays college, and he played college football, D1. So I still surround myself with people who are Christian. You know what I'm saying? So that is very important. And it's the last thing I'm going to touch on you guys before I head out. I got 3 brothers. Colin, Traylon, and Princeton. They watch my every move. My every move. For real. And so without them, man, I don't know if I would be here because I know I have to watch my steps. I don't know if you guys have siblings. I know some guys have older siblings, younger brothers and sisters. You guys have people that look up to you guys. For real. And when you guys make mistakes, I got Colin that'll make a mistake similar to mine. I got Traylon that be looking and peeking over corners and bleachers watching all of my mistakes. So that is very important, guys. So make sure that you guys are on that. And the last thing I'm going to say, listen to them. They get on my nerves too. My last nerves. They get on my nerves too, but without them, I wouldn't be the person I am now. And it's at this point, like, man, why are they making me clean? Why are they making me, I'm trying to go to the pool party. I'm trying to do all this. That's dead, guys. For real. If they say it's not a good look, it's not a good look. You gonna have fun. When you go to college and you have the best opportunity to go to college, you gonna have fun, man. So listen to them. Don't make dumb mistakes. One mistake can ruin your whole life. So just be very cautious. Did you guys have any questions? I'm done with that.
That's good.
Y'all any questions? Parents?
Well, tell them about study habits also. Study habits along with playing sports.
Like scholarships?
Well, just study habits, period, in high school, how you're able to balance, because you were doing drama, basketball, speech.